Well, Cloudcroft is crowded today. You know, it's only a Tuesday. And we have somebody doing it right here. Makes me jealous. Been watching this Itchy Boots Dutch girl that's in Africa now riding around a motorcycle. That really makes me jealous. Oh well, beautiful day. And I'm heading out to camp, so it's not bad. Well, there's the road I came up on. And it was getting too rough for RVers, I think. I don't believe there'd be any up this far. Hope they don't have ATVs that make a lot of noise because I think I've found the spot for tonight. I've been all the way up that road till it dead ends and I had to turn around. I'm not interested in that again. I don't think it's too far. But I thought this looked familiar, and now I know why. About 5 years ago, my friend Jim and I hiked the whole rim trail from Cloudcroft to Timberin. Not in one day, we divided it into segments of 5 to 7 miles a day. But anyway, thought this looked like I've been here before. And sure enough, there's the trail going south toward Timberin. And this looks like a nice campsite to me. Really nice fire pit with a big flat rock to set your cooking gear on. I think I can go for that. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to find wood around here. So, time to make some coffee or have a beer or something. A piece of wood with a turkey tail mushroom on it, which I've got to do more research on. They're supposed to be extremely nutritious and healthful. You don't boil or fry them like a normal mushroom. They're more just for a tea or a powder. They're supposed to be really good for you. And I'm not one to go in for quack remedies, but this one sounded promising. I saw some videos and read up on it several months ago. So, got my nice REI easy chair out here to sit by the fire. And I got a chunk of wood over here I'm going to try to make a mallet out of to do some batoning with my camping knife. These bushcraft types seem to like this. Okay. It's an M-Tech, which they make crappy folding knives, but I've used this one a couple of times the last 2 camping trips, and it's been pretty good. I beat the hell out of it batoning, and the only thing that was wrong was the scales came loose. Tighten the screws up, so let's see how she does this time. It's a 5-inch blade, which is about right, and I like this style. It's kind of semi-survival, tactical, I guess, but I kind of like it. Steel's nothing to brag about. It's 8CR13 MOV, I think. But hey, I got my work sharp, field sharpener if it goes dull. Plus, I've always got more than one knife. And in case you're wondering, it's got a 90-degree spine. It does strike a fire steel well. All right, I think I can deal with that. So, quite a storm blew in. Power's out down in town, at least in some places. I was going to set up the tent, but at least for now, I'm going to forget that. And no cooking over the campfire if it doesn't quit. Got my firewood tarp though, so I should still have dry firewood. Anyway, no matter. I got a self-heating MRE if I have to eat that and stay in the truck tonight. All right, gotta close up. Got a leak over there. Well, so I don't think it's going to quit raining. And everything's wet now anyway, so no tent, no campfire tonight. Luckily, I got beer and wine. I got a Kindle to read. And I got food inside the back of the camper shell. So I'll make do. This is pretty rugged camping now. I keep thinking I'm getting too old for this. I've been looking for a small Class C motorhome or a van that I can convert. But then I probably couldn't get up to a place like this. Oh well, time's gonna come. I'll have to make that choice though. Well, so here we are. I'm sipping some nice Trapiche Malbec. Quite good. Waiting on my MRE to heat. Chicken pesto. And then I have my Sovereign Lantern up in the corner, which is also a new toy I'm trying out for the first time this trip. And it also has so many modes. It has brightness and it will do red and flashing red and SOS red, and you can change the color temperature. It really seems to be a great little LED lantern. So we'll see how that works out. The rain has stopped. So here we have Italian breadsticks, or what passes for that in the MRE world. Whoops, let's try one. Not that good. It has a Italian spice flavor somehow, but it's dry and definitely wouldn't fly in a good Italian restaurant. Oh well. Wine makes every Italian meal better. Let's see how the chicken pesto is doing. I never have good luck with these heaters, but this thing feels pretty hot. I have high hopes because I do not like lukewarm food if it's supposed to be hot. Pretty ingenious, really. I think it's basically just iron filings. You put water in it and it rusts real quick, and there you have your heat. I think I'm going to cut this off and leave it on the heater so it keeps heating. This is my ultra cheap Ganzo knife. I mean, it's ugly, I'm not saying that, but it's got a crossbar lock, and a lot of expensive knives, they complain, don't lock up nice. This one is perfectly solid everywhere. That's a good camping knife, 440C steel, which is okay. Okay, let's see if we can open this thing. How the hell do you open it? It looks like it wants to open sideways. No, I don't think I want to do that. I'm going to cut it along this axis. This knife was really stiff when I got it, but it's smoothed out nicely. Okay, well, this stuff does not look great. Definitely not. Well, if it was hot, might not be too bad, but it's not very hot. But this is what I got. So, okay, well, I spoke too soon about the chicken pesto. It actually wasn't too bad once I stirred it up. It was only the top that wasn't really hot. No, not bad. So, I think I got to do something with this breadsticks, though. So, we have some cheese spread. I don't have high hopes for it, but let's see what it's like. Well, very dubious. Oh, I guess if you're hungry, this cheese spread and Italian breadsticks would be okay. All right, well, I'm going to sip some wine and read a bit more and then go to sleep and hope for a nice day tomorrow. Good night. My chair didn't get wet, folded up under the trees. So that's a good thing. Sure, my firewood stayed dry. So, time for coffee. My camp kitchen. That cardboard box has actually been my camp kitchen for about 35 years. Coleman stove I've had for a long time too, replacing my old gasoline one. Coleman cooler I've had for untold years. Well, what's for breakfast? I think in keeping with the MRI theme from last night's dinner, I'll try this apple turnout over out of the MRE pack. Let's see what it looks like. Well, it doesn't look particularly good. Got that packet of desiccant, which one of the knife reviewers I read calls troll candy. Anyway, well, it's not horrible. I guess it would be okay to wash down with coffee. Well, I had to throw out the first cup of coffee. I grabbed the older of two half and half containers, and it clabbered in the hot coffee. So looks like this is going to be a trip of extreme hardship. Actually, it's not bad black. This is Kicking Horse coffee. It's a change of pace from my normal Seattle's Best #4. My reading was interrupted. I just heard something really big make a crash down in this valley here. It's kind of a meadow down there. I plan to explore later. But it was quite a crash. Probably an elk caught wind of me and was running through there, or else a tree fell. Got my attention anyway. Okay, now it's time for a proper camping breakfast. Fried potatoes and onions, sausage, and eggs. I usually do bacon and eggs, but this time I'm going to have some sausage because I found a little package at Dollar Tree store, so I didn't have to buy a whole bunch. It would be a mess to store. And I'm trying out a fish fryer this time as a spatula, just because. Let's add some green chili to the potatoes. I don't think I need all of that, but that's a nice roasted hatch chili. Delicious. When I bought them by the bushel, I'd bring it home, rebag it, and I could eat one like a banana. It smells so good, it's incredible. I didn't think the fish turner was so good for smashing down the sausage patty, so I got out another spatula. Anyway, cook the sausage up, and I can take it out and do the eggs probably in the same skillet. This ought to be good. Too bad I didn't bring the orange juice to go with it, though. Okay, breakfast is served. I wished I had orange juice, but I forgot about the grape drink out of the MRE, so we'll try that. So, sausage, eggs, fried potatoes and onions and green chilies, and fresh cherry tomatoes out of my garden. Let's give it a try. Well, that was really good. So we're going to go with a Breckenridge Brewing Avalanche Amber Ale. And the trick is, pitch your hammock low enough that you can reach your beer from it. Because it's too hard to hold it in place once you're already set up in the hammock. So let's see if I can get in without falling. Time for some lunch. Thinking tuna sandwich, fresh tomato, onion, mayo, corn chips on the side, and a beer to wash it down with. So here we go. Can opener on the Leatherman works, but it sure is tedious. So, tuna sandwich, tuna salad sandwich, onion, mayo, tomato slices, corn chips. And to go with it, Jungling beer. I think I'm saying that right. Pennsylvania beer, but now brewed in Texas, too. Given to me by a new friend, Justin. So, here we go. I think an after lunch siesta is in order. After a big lunch and a couple of beers, it's so relaxing to sit, watch the clouds go by, feel the cool breeze. Such a nice break from being down in the basin when it's 100+ degrees. Yes, yes, I think I like this. And thought this teepee arrangement usually works well if I don't overcrowd it. Well, it's raining again, but I did manage to get a burger cooked before I got soaked. Well, actually, I didn't get soaked. I got it done before I got soaked. So I got a nice burger of grass-fed beef with some barbecue seasoning, actually out of an MRE. Some of my homegrown cucumbers and tomatoes and potato salad. So, sounds good. I love the smell of sausage in the morning. Beats the hell out of napalm. Heating up about half the fried potatoes, onions, green chili from yesterday morning. I think that should be enough. I don't want to overload myself. I might want to actually take a hike today. And I finally had to do dishes, or at least wash one fork. Avoided having to wash my skillet from yesterday by using my One Good Lodge skillet, biggest one I got. Well, there's breakfast. I just lost a piece of potato. Potatoes are still good. So, for my pre-nap beer, we have Breckenridge Brewing Vanilla Porter. That's good. Sweet but good. You don't want to drink more than one of them, I don't think, but one is a nice change of pace. I got the Kindle reading Iron Empire still, a railroad history book. Well, I got a fire going without any trouble tonight. So, no rain in the forecast. Some clouds way over to the east, but I don't think it's going to rain, which means I can do what you normally do out camping. Sit around the campfire and watch the fire and have a beer. Fire's burning down. I don't think I want to cook tonight. Got kind of a cool wind. It's getting late. I think I'm going to just snack on wine and cheese and crackers and odds and ends. So there's one piece of new equipment I forgot to mention that I'm trying out on this trip. I haven't really got to try it out much outside, but there's my new Sulfurin LED lantern. Okay, I'm all packed up and ready to go. I'll use the last of my water to douse the embers just in case there's something. I don't have a whole lot of water left, but this ought to do. Make sure I didn't forget anything. Fire's out. Got everything picked up around here. I always try to leave the campground. About a year ago, not quite a year ago, I guess, I took a long road trip to Pie Town and the very large array and down through that big county out there, Catrone County. Went to the catwalks, which is awesome. My view, one photo of mine I took in the catwalks has got something like 400,000 views on Google Maps. And there's a ghost town up there that's really nice. Then I went to Silver City, then Las Cruces, and then back home. But anyway, the next morning I get up to go run errands because I've been gone. So of course I had things to do. Truck wouldn't start. The battery was dead. I'm sure glad it didn't happen. Didn't happen on the trip because I camped in some pretty remote places. Beautiful places, but way back off the main road. Okay, here we go. Wish me luck.